Let's be real, we're hearing it everywhere. REIT shocks, nervous buyers, sellers who just won't budge. A tough real estate market can feel like you're trying to run through mud. But what if I told you the market isn't actually the problem? We're going to dive into some fantastic advice from Mauricio Umansky about how to absolutely crush it when things get hard. And it all starts with one single, powerful change in how you see the world.
And there it is. Just let that sink in for a second. This completely reframes the entire problem, doesn't it? The enemy isn't a bad market. The real danger is being unprepared for it. You see, this one little idea, well, it changes absolutely everything about your game plan.
So, yeah, we all see the headlines. We feel the uncertainty. Buyers are hesitant. Inventory is all over the place. But those are just the conditions on the field. They aren't what actually ends careers. The real danger, the real make-or-break moment, is how you decide to respond to all that pressure. And this, right here, is the trap. It's so easy to fall into. You tell yourself, you know what, I'm just being patient. I'm going to wait for things to get better. But what's really happening? You're standing still. And guess what? Your competition isn't. Going passive isn't a strategy, folks. It's basically a slow-motion surrender. Okay, so you can see the two paths right here. On one side, you've got the passive agent, just sitting there, waiting for the market to hopefully, maybe, throw them a bone. And on the other side, you've got the proactive agent. They get it. Their job is to make things happen, especially when it's quiet. One waits for the game to start. The other builds their own stadium. I mean, this quote just says it all, right? A slow market is a golden opportunity. Seriously, while everyone else is pulling back, hiding, waiting, that's your cue to get louder. Make those calls, deepen those relationships. You're not just trying to survive the winter, you're planting the seeds to own the entire forest next spring. So, being proactive naturally leads us to the next big idea: trust. You know all those tough conversations you're having with nervous clients? Those aren't problems. They aren't roadblocks. In a market like this, those conversations are the entire job. It's where you earn your stripes. And this really gets to the core of it. Your business isn't just about selling houses when they're flying off the shelves. Your real job, your true value, is being the calm, clear guide for a nervous client. It's providing clarity, not pressure. If you can master that skill, you're officially market-proof. And that's something you completely control. This is the payoff moment. All that time you spent building relationships, it's about to pay dividends. In uncertain times, people stop taking a flyer on a friend of a friend. It's a flight to safety. They want a proven, reliable advisor. Suddenly, trust becomes your #1 asset. Your reputation is your lead gen. But here's the thing. You can't just wish trust into existence. You have to earn it with rock-solid expertise. Now is the time to become an absolute nerd about your market. You need to know the comps backwards and forwards. You have to understand the trends behind the trends. And crucially, you need to know the difference between what buyers say they're going to do and what they're actually doing. That's how you give real guidance. Okay, so knowing your stuff is step one. But how do you project that knowledge in a way that people actually believe you? This next part is all about that internal shift. How you go from feeling that market anxiety in your gut to walking into a room with total authority. Just think about it. Your clients are already swimming in doubt. The last thing they need is for you to be shaky, too. They don't need a cheerleader with fake optimism. They need a guide, someone with a clear point of view who can say, here's what's happening and here's what it means for you. If you walk in there feeling rattled, they'll smell it a mile away. So how do you get that unshakable confidence? It's not magic, it's just prep work. It's a formula. 1, you study the data until it's second nature. 2, you game out every single possible objection and have an answer ready. 3, after every tough conversation, you take 5 minutes to debrief. What worked, what didn't, and 4, you learn from it. This is how you build authority before you even leave your office. All these strategies we've talked about are critical. They're the how, but what's the why? What's going to fuel you when it gets tough? Well, it all comes back to the basics: your passion for this work and the discipline to actually do it. This, from Mauricio Umansky, it's everything. The agents who really make it through these cycles aren't just grinding. They are truly, genuinely fascinated by the puzzle. They love the challenge. If you can reconnect with that core reason why you started, that genuine love for the deal, it'll pull you through anything. Look, A tough market is actually a gift. It strips away all the fluff and forces you back to what matters. This is the perfect time to get disciplined. Use the quiet moments to refine your process, to have those longer, deeper conversations with clients, and to build bulletproof habits that work no matter what the market is doing. So ultimately, when you look at what's happening out there right now, you're at a crossroads. This isn't just some rough patch you have to grit your teeth and get through. This is a defining moment. It's a choice.
And this is the decision every single agent has to make right now. You can choose to just endure this market, hunker down, complain a little, and wait for it to be over, or you can choose to use it. Use it as an opportunity to get smarter, to get closer to your clients, and to grab market share while everyone else is asleep. The gap between those two choices is massive, and trust me, it lasts.
So the last question is simple, and it's just for you. This market is what it is. It's here. The choice is all yours. Are you going to endure it, or are you going to use it?